we're being asked to undermine or weaken Foster's hypothesis. So we're going to highlight that statement, and we're going to have to go find Foster's hypothesis first off. When digging for clams, their primary food, sea otters damage the roots of eelgrass plants growing on the seafloor. Wonderful. Near Vancouver Island in Canada, the otter population is large and well established, yet the eelgrass meadows are healthier than those found elsewhere off Canada's coast. Okay, so sea otter is bad for eelgrass, but here it's okay. To explain this, conservation scientist Aaron Foster and colleagues compared the Vancouver Island meadows to meadows where otters are absent or were reintroduced only recently, finding that the Vancouver Island meadows have a more diverse gene pool than the others do. Foster hypothesized that damage to eelgrass roots increases the plant's rate of sexual reproduction. This in turn boosts genetic diversity, which benefits the meadows overall. So I'm going to highlight this in pink, knowing that I want to show that this is actually not the right hypothesis because we need to undermine per the task of number 10. So, at some sites in the study, eelgrass meadows are found near otter populations that are small and have only recently been reintroduced. Okay, well, that is not in the study, right? The study was, well, actually, I mean, they were, so it says, eelgrass are found near otter populations, and it says that the Vancouver Island meadows had a more diverse gene pool. So actually, this is showing that she's right. So this is backwards because we're showing that there's a contrast between the two, and that would lead to the idea that the auditors are damaging it and you get good outcomes for eelgrass. Then, taking a look at choice B, at several sites not included in the study, there are large, well-established sea otter populations, but no eelgrass meadows. Well, we don't care about where there are no eelgrass meadows, so B is going to be eliminated. Then choice C, at several sites not included in the study, eelgrass meadows' health correlates negatively with the length and residence and size of otter populations. Oh, so there's other instances where if you've got otters and long-term otter residency, eelgrass meadow goes down. So it's just showing that this is not a representative sample. C is absolutely going to match what we would expect to contrast and undermine that pink hypothesis. And then choice D, at some sites in the study, the health of plants unrelated to eelgrass. Okay, those that are unrelated, who cares? I need additional information for that. So our correct answer is going to be C.